Hi everyone, it's Dr. Scott. I wanted to show you guys how to use track changes, what track changes is, and kind of explain a little bit about why we want you to use track changes for the portfolio. What track changes does, it literally tracks the changes you make to an essay. It tells me exactly what kind of edits you made, what kind of revision you made to a document. And it's only available in Microsoft Word. I think if you're using a Mac product or a Google document, you're going to have to import your work into Microsoft Word and then use the track changes features in Microsoft Word. I'm not sure if there's another word processing program that has this feature, but it's a very useful feature, and I'll show you how to use it. Now I'm using Word 2013, and I think a lot of what I have to say here is also relevant to using Word 2010. But if you're using an older version of Word, or you're not sure, and this doesn't look like this layout up here doesn't look the same, and your version of Microsoft Word, you might want to just use the help feature in Word, and that's right up here, question mark. You click it, you search their online help thing, go to track changes, and it should pop up some information about how you use track changes in your version of Word. In the version that I have, and in 2010, and I think the 2013 version is the same, and that's the version that I'm working with right now. I think that is auto-loaded on all campus computers here at Shawnee State. So to use track changes, you go to the Review tab. Here's the Review tab right here. It's got comments, and I use comments in Microsoft Word. You guys should be used to that. But you're going over here to Track Changes. Track Changes is on when this is highlighted in blue. When that's highlighted, that means it's on. And you can go down here and you can see that this little icon is highlighted here. If you want to turn it off, you just click it off. Track changes on, track changes off. So for your Spotlight essay, the last version that you've had, so I gave you a grade on like Essay 2, and let's say you want to use Essay 2 for your Spotlight essay. When you start making edits to it and you start proofreading that essay a little bit further, doing more work on it, you want to make sure that you track changes just like that once you start making those changes. Now, you have a few options as far as like what Microsoft Word will show you. So this is an essay, a book chapter that I'm working on. I'm trying to get it out and get it published. And here I turned track changes on, and it showed the editors of the book that I'm writing for. It showed them what I crossed out or what I deleted, and that's this right here. There's a strikeout through it. And it also showed them what I wrote, and that's this underlined material here. So I put it in red and it underlined it, and that means that that's text that I've added. And I'll show you an example here. So instead of like on her walk to the gym, let's say I did something like on the students walk to the gym. And that showed, and so what that looks like, now I can tell exactly, or the editors can see, this is exactly what Mark added, and this is exactly what he cut, this stuff over here. Okay, now let's say you're doing a lot of revising and you've got all this text now. Some of it's underlined, some of it's highlighted, and some of it has the strikeout stuff. It gets kind of confusing. You can actually tell Microsoft Word to shut up and to not show you that stuff. So you go up here, back to the track changes, the tracking portion of the Review tab. Take this little drop-down menu and you go to either Simple Markup, which will just tell you that there were changes here, but it won't tell you exactly what those changes were. Or you go to No Markup. It tells you, it'll still track your changes, but it will not show you everything that you did. And sometimes you can see little formatting things, like all that deleting I did. I forgot to put a space, or I didn't see that there was no space between that comma and she, so I just go like that and I fix it. I go back to All Markup. That little change that I made got added because it was underlined right there. So that's how you use Microsoft Word's Track Changes feature, and that's what it does. Here's how you turn it off. Again, you go up here, you go to No Markup, or you go to Simple you go to simple markup, and that hides all those edits and deletions. And then if you want to turn it off for whatever reason, you just go here. But again, your Spotlight essay has to use the track changes feature, so make sure that this is on when you start making those changes. All right, if you have any questions about what essay you might want to use for the Spotlight essay, or if you're having problems getting this to work on your computer, let me know. I'm happy to help you out. But again, your portfolio has to have a Spotlight essay that uses the track changes feature in Word. Talk to you soon.